I'm depressed. Let's get undressed. I'm not impressed. Ain't that the worst? I got problems. Ooh, yeah, I got problems. Oh, my God. And if you knew who you was talking to, you probably wouldn't want to anymore.
What happened to them? They in Guantanamo?
They got canceled.
Yeah, kind of rightly so.
Yeah, I don't know.
Hey, I don't support it, but
they could
also
make a comeback.
Yeah,
they could sing at the RNC or something. Did you see what's his name? Conor McGregor was like doing a press conference today.
No, I missed that somehow.
At the White House.
The White House?
Yeah.
No.
About Islam or something.
Islam?
Something. Muslims.
He's got a lot
I didn't
to
watch
say.
it. I just saw like the video. It's like, who's the blonde bitch who the press secretary?
Be specific. Caroline Levitt.
Yeah, she's just like standing to the side, like nodding, and he's screaming about something. Is he like a rapist or something?
Cartoon Hell World. Yeah, I think so. Probably. Caroline Levitt. She's 27 going on 59.
Yeah.
Oh, no, we can't run out of steam yet.
No. It's got to be a good show.
Yeah, it's good.
Have a good show.
No matter what happens, I love you. No matter what happens, I love you.
That's what they used to say when I worked at the Today Show before every recording. Have a good show. And then they would, Kathy Lee and Hoda would do that.
How long do you think it took them to come up with that one?
Then they would do a segment with like the most amputated little boy of all time, and they would give him a bike or something, you know.
That's nice.
Actually, they wouldn't give him a bike. Kathy Lee would sing a song for him.
That's better. Honestly.
She would write a song, and she couldn't do metaphors, and she couldn't do, she was not very poetic. She would just be like, "You lost your leg in a jet skiing accident, and it bled all over the ocean." There you go.
Flesh-eating amoebas took your bones.
Worked into your brain. Now you can't close your mouth. But it's gonna be okay, 'cause you got to meet Hoda.
You're just in the control room at 3 a.m.
Oh my God, just like asleep. I was always asleep. They would always wake me up. Wake up, Matt Lauer's a rapist. And I'm like,
what?
They woke me up. I thought I was getting fired. They were like, you got to go to the studio right now. It's all collapsing anyway, so
yeah.
Soon I'll have to work for Charlie Kirk or something. Running.
Which one's Charlie Kirk? Is he the eyeballs really close to each other?
He's known more for his gums and his tiny teeth.
Okay. All right.
Too close together eyes. Maybe you're thinking of...
No, I think I am thinking of Charlie Kirk. He's got these little eyes right next to each other and a big circle head. He looks like a Gushers, fruit head.
Remember there was a comedian that we used to talk about.
Oh, no. I'm trying to turn
together.
over a new leaf. Oh, yeah. No, that's a bad person. Yeah, that's fine.
We used to go for hours, or mostly I would.
Yeah, you'd be like,
look at my monocle. Let me get my glasses.
My glass.
Yeah, let me put on my glass. These 3D glasses don't work. You guys ever have this problem in the movie theaters where your 3D glasses don't work? It's either red or blue. I don't get it.
Is this you as...
Yeah, this is...
Bleep bloop? Okay, let's get serious. Let's get into the show.
Okay.
We've been talking about Matt Lauer raping people. We've been talking about Cyclopses in comedy. But now it's time to talk about High School Catfish, Unknown Number.
Yeah, if you haven't, this documentary called Unknown Number. If you're planning on watching it, skip ahead to the next chapter.
Yeah, because we're going to spoil the hell out of it.
Yeah. So this girl was getting bullied via text. And saying stuff like, you got a flat ass and you need to suck your boyfriend's cock and like you should kill yourself. Just all day text. It's not funny.
It's funny
That's
when you
funny to
when
you?
you
Okay.
It's funny when you know the ending.
Yeah, it was her mom.
Oh, Ian.
What?
Imagine this is somebody's intro to this. That was so anticlimactic.
I said skip ahead.
No, I'm not talking about spoilers.
Well,
I'm
they
just
know.
saying,
It's all over the internet.
you got to ease them into it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but didn't build up how prolific this stalking was. It was 2 years?
Yeah. And it
Or
wasn't
at
just
least
her,
a
it was her
year.
boyfriend, it was other people, right?
It was, yeah, and it was hundreds of thousands of messages. A point, like, it's war torture. It could make you go insane. Encouraging her to kill herself. Talking about how, like, everything that's wrong with her body and why she's unattractive. She was like 14 through 16 at this
and
point.
the angle was also like, I'm fucking your boyfriend.
Yeah.
He loves me.
Yes.
Because I blow him.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't blow. She's 14.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You gotta blow your boyfriend more.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then it turns out that it's her own mother doing this for reasons we still don't really know.
Well, she explains it pretty good.
I was raped.
She was like, well, yeah, she gets to that later. I mean, when she gets, backed into a corner. But she explains it. She says,
does?
like, everybody does illegal stuff.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
She goes, if you've ever drove drunk, then we're pretty much in the same boat.
And you're like, and you're watching this, and you're like, I was mad at you.
Mm-hmm.
But now that you say that, everybody has had a lapse in judgment for 2 years. You know?
She also pretended to have a job, but she did not have a job.
Mm-hmm.
So
Well, she had a job.
She would like make breakfast, grab her briefcase and her fedora, be like, well, I'm off to the old factory.
Well, if it wasn't for capitalism, you'd be
Yeah.
able to do what you love and get
Which
paid
is-
for it.
Cyber stalk your daughter into killing
This
herself.
is why we need universal basic income.
Oh, yeah.
So your needs are covered so you can focus on your passion.
Yeah. I mean, she still could do it. She
what?
found the time to cyber stalk her daughter.
Man, one of the funniest parts of the documentary, she's talking about how much she loves her daughter, and they're just putting up the text. It's just like, I remember bringing her home from the hospital. It was the greatest day of my life. And it's like, die, you anorexic bitch. You flat-assed whore.
She also, I think because she's like a pretty low IQ individual, she was really able to capture the mind of like a feral 15-year-old girl.
Yeah.
She would just use like you instead of YOU, and she'd be like, you skank bitch whore.
It's so
Kill yourself.
right, yeah,
emoji.
yeah. I'll use the community. The kids were so confused because they seemed so wholesome. Like it was a small town, and they were
Yeah.
just nobody's mad at each other.
Yeah.
So we had no clues. Like nobody was fighting.
Yeah,
It's like nobody even talks like this.
when you're that young, there's a huge gap between 14 and 17. They weren't even like seniors. They were children.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
That's why like the hypersexual stuff is almost more disturbing than the just kill yourself stuff, because you see kill yourself on the internet like all the time.
Sure.
You know, but all this like he's gonna leave you if you don't blow him, it's like, lady. I
just
don't like
in her car with Jack in the Box at 2 in the afternoon.
Not even that. She had a whole like control center. She had like, cause remember she was like a computer lady.
Oh yeah.
So she had like like streamers have like 3 screens. She had like
a bunch of phones, right?
yeah.
Untraceable burner phones. Well, they traced her.
And she's making art. She's taking Instagram posts and writing like skank on them and then like sending them back to her.
She still never really gave an answer as to why she did this. She claims that she didn't start it. That there was
that's a lie though, right?
Yes, that there was a.
That was a crazy. It was like, at first you're like, okay, you're nuts, but I see your logic here. And like, no, you didn't. That's not true. Her logic was that the texts were coming in already, and she wanted to get to the bottom of it, so she kept them going to see if they could. But actually, no, it doesn't make any
it's
sense at all.
absolute backpedaling, trying to figure out a backstory after you've made such a huge mess. It makes no sense whatsoever. I know what I'll do. Someone's harassing my daughter. I'll harass her and not tell her, and then we'll find the culprit. And this will keep going
stopped
for
texting
years.
a year and a half ago.
Stopped texting as soon as you started.
Yeah, well, no, they say that there's like a gap. And she was like, okay, I started it up again to try to flesh out the person. And it's like, I don't understand how that, you know, maybe if I rob this person that got robbed, then we'll get to the bottom of it.
Yeah.
You
Then
know?
we'll find the original. Yeah. No, I actually don't believe it was her. I think it was a small foreign faction.
it was Burke Ramsey.
I don't know. Well, we were talking about, this happened in Michigan, right?
Uh-huh.
Where you're from.
Yeah.
Can you speak on what the fuck is going on with people from Michigan?
Oh, man, I don't know. Why isn't that all Michigan people? We didn't have any of this.
You guys are weird. No. I just think you brought something up that I thought was really interesting. These parents in this documentary, even the ones who aren't doing the harassing, they're just like involved. They're so heavily involved in these kids' lives, these high schoolers' lives, either through coaching or just being too aware of what's going on and inserting themselves.
You're always that always happens. I feel like there's always these parents who, yeah, it's like they get like gossipy about other kids and stuff, and they, you know, they're in it. They get jobs a lot of the time in the school or adjacent to the school, so they can always be around and always. And you know, you shouldn't be in like a feud with
No.
you know, a parent because you didn't wear cool sneakers or something.
Yeah.
You know, and there's always those kind of parents who just, a lot of times a lot of times it's women who didn't, like, who are kind of like stay-at-home moms, you know, who went from like school to marriage to having a bunch of kids, and then they just revert right back to high school stuff.
Especially if they were popular in high school, they're like, well, that was the best time in my life. I need to reinsert myself. I need to relive this through my kid. And harass them till they kill themselves.
Yeah, well, I don't even know how that applies here. Like, this lady just seemed completely insane.
She was a coach of like softball, basketball, I don't know. She was just extremely involved. Also, something that we haven't talked about yet, even off mic, is she's accused of being a pedophile.
Because she's like
the mom,
into the boyfriend.
Yeah, the mom of the boyfriend who's being harassed is like, she was attracted to my kid, and she was like trying to...
Do you remember that part of the documentary where they're covering that, and then they just show you the hottest pictures of him with his like shirt off or his like mouth kind of open and stuff?
They're just trying to get you to understand the mindset.
Yeah, well, you do. You go like, well, I mean,
well, I think I'm in love with him now.
Look at those arms, those sinewy arms. Wish I had arms like that.
I did not realize that they were doing that. When I watched the documentary, I kind of treated it like a podcast, and I was just cleaning and washing dishes and stuff. So I didn't actually see a lot of these text messages until the second time around, because they just bloop, like pop them up on the screen and they don't read them out loud. They are gnarly. She's a special type of crazy that you see in a movie and you're like, all right, chill out. Nobody actually acts like this. With her donkey teeth and her slack-jawed, dead-eyed stare.
I was really not very satisfied with, like, if somebody acts like that, that's not the first wacky thing they've done.
Yeah.
And her sister kind of hints that she's like, she was a nut job, but they don't really flesh that out too much. And I'm like, I want more information. There must have been signs.
It does seem like maybe selective editing, like selective storytelling via the documentarians. So it like seems extremely out of the blue, because that's a lot more compelling.
I get that, but once they do the big reveal, they can be like, oh, okay, she also like tortures cats or something like that.
Yeah.
And there were signs like, but it seems to be, they want you to believe that everybody found out all kinds of stuff about her once the big reveal happens. So they find out that she hasn't been paying the mortgage. She hasn't gone to work in 2 years. And this all comes out all at once. And it's like, I don't want to victim blame, but nothing clued you into the wacky shit this lady was up to.
Yeah, her
How
husband...
checked out are you guys?
Her husband seems pretty clueless.
Yeah.
He's one of those husbands who's like, I don't know. She pays the bills. I don't ask any questions.
Yeah, we get evicted every 3 years. I don't know. You know, that's lady stuff.
Yeah, that's her deal. What am I to do here? Yeah, when he finds out, they show the body cam footage, and I think he's like afraid he's gonna kill her. He's
yeah,
like,
he's.
You
like,
gotta go. You gotta
go with the police.
Yeah, yeah.
You have to go when the police leave. You have to leave.
He's like, because I don't know what I'm gonna do. You
Yeah.
have to get out.
Well,
and she's like, no, I can't. She just starts
she's
hugging her daughter.
It's like, get off of her.
That girl's gonna be so fucked up.
Yeah, she's already done.
Well, it's hard to tell. She kind of seems fine. She's just so quiet.
Yeah, they're all kind of dopey.
Yeah.
So you can't get a read on them, you know?
Yeah.
And I think that's why the reveal is so... I mean, if you hadn't spoiled it for me, why the reveal would have been so good is
I didn't think you would
they're all
watch
just
it.
like... Dur, and you don't expect... Because she's being interviewed as like... And I was very concerned, and I was trying to figure out what was going on, and I was going to the police, and you're like... not for a second. You can never... You know, if your girlfriend doesn't spoil it for you, you'll never see it coming.
I think I was being sexist, and I watched it, and it's like teen gossip... texting, and I just thought you wouldn't be interested in it. But I was like, the twist is so crazy, I wanted to tell you about that. I wanted to share that experience.
Well, now it's
with
like
you.
a cultural thing that everybody's talking about.
Yeah, it's like Left Shark.
Yeah.
Remember
like
Left Shark? It's like Zendaya is Michi, but it's unknown
I don't remember
number.
that one.
Zendaya was Michi back in the day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you wouldn't get it. It was a long time ago. Zendaya was Michi.
Before my time.
Oh, when men were men, women were women, and Zendaya was Michi.
What does that mean? What does that mean? I never heard of that.
I can't tell you. It was like how anything becomes a meme that no one really knows, and it's so dumb, but it was like...
Don't explain it. It doesn't matter.
Wow, I was just about to get there. But
It seems like it's going to be boring.
It's really quick.
Okay, go ahead.
There was like a Abominable Snowman or like Yeti DreamWorks movie. Do you remember this?
Mm-hmm.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do. I remember it. I do. I remember it.
And Zendaya was Michi. And they kept saying in the ad, Zendaya is Michi. And it just like people just kept...
Okay. I
They
get it now.
latched onto it and it became memeified. Anyway, it was a simpler time. Or honestly, when you think about it, a more confusing time. Because that was really hard to
Things are
explain.
pretty confusing now.
Yeah. But I guess they always have been, you know? Like, we watched a Devo documentary recently, and you always think... I constantly think that the present has gotten so unprecedentedly chaotic and horrible and weird, but you go back and, like, their friends are being slaughtered at Kent State, and, you know, the president was shot in front of everybody's eyes a few years before that, and you're like, all right, I mean, I guess now we just have Twitter on top of it.
Yeah, I think things were just harder to figure out back then.
Yeah.
And then also there was this, like, the monoculture was, like, kind of just chugging along and going to work and stuff. And now the monoculture is, like, you're in your group. Like, I was on Twitter today, and it's wild to me that the official, like, Twitter account of the White House will just tweet out, like, the Democrats want to destroy the country.
Yeah.
And it's like, but that's like your coworkers, though. Like,
yeah,
you can say that when it's you guys in the Oval Office, but don't tweet that out. It's like, or the new thing, you know, the Democrats have created the Epstein hoax. It's just everything is sides now,
right?
You know, and back then, I think the monoculture, well, they were so good at covering stuff up. It
right.
was just like, I don't know. It was just like, don't worry about.
Well, how do you feel about? Because I feel so. There's like some viral post I saw that who knows if it's even real, but I think it is. Where like George Bush, would it be? Yeah, Senior left a letter for Bill Clinton in the Oval Office and said like, here are some tips for the position and don't let them get you down. I'm proud of you. You earned this and good luck to you. And everyone's in the comments like, wow, back when different parties had respect for each other and blah, blah, blah. And then you're like, I don't know. They're all pedophile pieces of shit.
Yeah. It's because they were friends. You know?
Yeah.
They were like Eiffel Towering some crying woman the week before. So it's like, I don't know if that's better.
Yeah.
That's a good point. But I mean, it doesn't need to trickle down to us.
I don't even mean that like rhetorically. Like, I am curious because I think it sounds nicer. I think that when people in those positions publicly treat each other well, it makes the electorate a little more civilized.
Yes, yeah.
And that's nice. I yearn for civility, you know me.
Right. Well, yeah, I guess like since what we're learning is that we just don't get a say, you know, like I was saying, this like JD Vance coming out and saying that this letter that Trump wrote to Epstein is fake. That's not his signature. And the Democrats created this hoax to try to destroy the country or whatever. It's that just like amps you up. And like what we know about this country is that anything we believe or want to happen is not going to happen. That's just like a steadfast rule in this country. And so it used to be maybe that was true, but then you weren't getting all amped up all the time.
Yeah. I like
So
not
it's
getting
like
amped up.
This cruelty that's been injected into our politics has just like taken the status quo and made it like hateful now. So it's like the same old boss, the same as his new boss, but also fuck you.
Yeah, I do
type of
hate
thing.
that part.
Yeah.
Right? It's not good. You can't be... You can't let that drive you all the time.
Yeah. I mean, I can.
Yeah.
I do.
I know. That's not good.
You gotta do something.
You can't
know?
be fueled
You gotta
by
have hobbies.
hatred
I don't know.
and vengeance.
John Wick was.
That's not real. Honey. You're not John Wick.
What? That's mean.
Darling.
I got nunchucks.
He does have nunchucks.
I'm gonna be John Wick of the airport.
Okay. Do you want to get into it?
I don't know how much I'm gonna get into it. I did spend 2 days at the airport again, all over this great nation.
He loves the airport.
I love it. I've seen every airport now. But I will tell you a few things. This was the most horrific trip of my life.
Yeah.
I tried to go to Wisconsin to a film festival that we were in, and I spent a lot of time getting flights canceled and other just unexplainable situations where I wasn't able to get on flights that I can't even comprehend or put into words. But a few other horrible things that happened to me on this trip. First thing that happens to me is I get to Newark.
Yeah.
I go to the bathroom.
Oh, no.
And this guy's just looking at my cock. Just like,
hey.
At first I'm like,
that's mine.
okay, he's got a twitch or something. Don't hit him. And then I realized, like, no, he's just fucking.
Oh, was he doing a little shoe tap situation? Was he trying to get in
He
get
was
in your
just getting an
bloomers?
eyeful. I'm like, what the fuck? I like
Trying to
walked
do
out.
the old Ian Hunt diddly down parade. I don't know. I'm trying to come up with a
Stop
a
while you're
turn.
ahead. Trying to do the old Republican senator.
Yeah. So was he? Do you think he was trying to catch
no,
your
I
eye
think
and
he was
trying
just,
to
he
fuck?
was just trying to see what was going on. I was like, I'm like walking out. It's one of those things where it's like, it doesn't even register when it's happening, you know? And then it's like, by that point, you don't want to turn around.
But hey, I've decided that bothered me.
Yeah.
Wait, can you explain more? Is this traumatic for you?
It was pretty
Are
traumatic.
You okay?
It was mildly traumatic.
Yeah,
I was
that's
like,
not cool.
what the fuck?
That's scary.
Yeah.
Men are scary. Was he bigger than you? Not possible.
He was taller than me, but not as jacked.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Like if we were doing grappling,
yeah,
like ground and pound shit, you know, leg bars and arm bars.
So homoerotic already.
With my cock still out peeing.
Get over here! You're still peeing?
No time.
Why are you still peeing?
I can't. Because it doesn't feel good to start and stop. You know?
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, it's just I just imagine it going on for so long. Like you should be done peeing by now, but you're wrestling with
Just
this guy. It's still peeing.
Ribbons going and flying around.
Sprinkler.
Um,
So was he okay? I need.
that was the first time I got molested on this trip, by the way.
What the hell? Okay, put a pin in that. The second, I hope only second story, but I need a little more info here. You walk in, this guy's like already at a urinal.
I don't remember who was there first,
Why?
but what do you mean? I don't
Because
like,
you should remember if you approached him and he's already peeping at you, or if you're minding your own
like
business.
think of it like all it's a busy airport, so all the
Okay.
urinals are full. I didn't take stock in what was happening until I start seeing a head like twitch over, because you're hyper aware of it. Anybody,
Yeah,
you know.
I can't even imagine. I don't understand the urinal stuff. Like, women could never. We need a box.
Yeah,
We need to be in a little box.
you gotta take your time.
Don't look at me peeing.
Well, normally you just look. It's not a problem. You look straight ahead.
Yeah.
You know.
So was there like a little bar, but like a, what are they called? Like divider thing? Or
Yeah,
no?
but those dividers only go up to like, I don't know, not even your shoulder a lot of the times.
Making a
And,
mockery
and most of
of
the
it.
time they're not there.
Yeah. So he's full on like,
Just like turning back and forth. Like
oh my
that's
god.
why I thought he had a twitch. And then I watched him afterward. I was like, he doesn't have a fucking twitch.
Was he still peeing when you left? Was he ever peeing?
I left first,
Okay.
I think. Yeah.
And was he trying to make eye contact with you, or
No,
he
he's
was
just looking
really?
at my fucking dick.
So he was really like a purist. He was like, "Listen, I'm not even trying to have sex with you. I just love penises and I love looking at
Hey
them."
man, I don't know.
Okay,
I don't know.
that's wild. I'm sorry that happened.
Thank you.
Next story
I hope
of
Kathy Lee writes a song about it.
he looked at your penis.
It made you sad. You spent 8 days at the airport.
Straight up your urethra.
Now everybody knows. That's the other thing about Kathy Lee's songs. It's like, oh man, my favorite was when it was like this kid's like, every day you get bullied at school. It's relentless and nobody likes you. You're the slowest kid in the class because you're overweight. Okay, now we're going to watch a documentary of me writing this song.
Wait,
Here's me going into the studio,
do you
and we pressed it into vinyl for you.
do you
So you can listen to it as you fall asleep.
It's about what a fat dumb idiot you
Yeah.
are. Do you remember the video of like the dad who's being sung to, and he has this horrified 1,000-yard stare on his
Yeah, I
face?
filmed that.
If-
Remember?
yes, if we can find that,
I can go back.
that should
in
be
my-
like the thumbnail
I'm not really doing thumbnails.
on
though.
YouTube.
Okay.
Whatever, we can cut
Yeah,
this
I'll
out.
put
Cut this out.
I'll see if I can find it.
Okay.
Um,
Okay, second time you were molested, unless another and more horrible stuff happened that you want to get to chronologically.
Second time I was molested is when
On the trip.
on the trip.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is my first flight was canceled because of weather. After
Your first flight to
home
your first flight from Milwaukee to home.
to Newark, was canceled. They do that thing where they delay it for hours and hours and hours,
Yes.
knowing they're gonna cancel it,
Mm-hmm.
but just to they want you to be edging,
Yeah.
but you never
You
finish.
never come.
And so I had to get a hotel, which was wildly expensive. That was a whole other thing. There was a Narcotics Anonymous convention
Oh
at the
my
hotel,
God.
and I'm at the bar just getting hammered.
The
and
best
bartender
Western
is
in
like,
Milwaukee.
the bartender's like, I hate all these fucking people. None of them drink. She keeps telling me this as she's pouring me whiskey. So yeah, and then the next flight was at 5 a.m. So I wake up
Yeah.
at 3 a.m. I walk to the airport across the highway because they don't have a shuttle at that hour.
Okay.
I get to the airport. I'll skip some stuff, but I get in line, and the line is a mile long, and it's taking for fucking
Wait,
ever.
you're skipping the craziest part to me.
Okay, well, I go in, I fully go in. I get scanned. I do, or I do all the shit.
You go through security.
Yeah, and then I go, where is? It says all gates, so I go that way, and then I go, where is the C12 or whatever? It's all D's. And I go to the guy and I'm like, where's the C gate? And he goes, oh, you got to go to the other side of the airport. I'm like, it doesn't connect through. And he's like, no, you got to go over there. I was like, I have to go through security again? And they're like, yeah. I'm like, well.
That makes no sense. Once you go through security,
sense.
no.
I think I'm probably just an idiot.
I don't understand no, I'm not saying it doesn't, what you're saying doesn't make sense. It's just like, what airport is designed so that once you go through security, you can't access any terminal? That's so crazy.
The Milwaukee airport, apparently. But my thought was like, hey, why don't you be a nice guy and walk me over there? You're not doing anything. You're just sitting here with your thumb in your ass. Why don't you just walk me over there and be like, this guy already, did the thing.
You had to get in a security line again after you
had
already gone through security.
I got here early.
Yeah.
I'm good. I turned the corner to the C gate, and the security is a mile long now. And of course, there's the clear line, and there's a lady this creepy fucking lady who's like, come over here.
Give me your eyeballs.
Yeah, scan your eyeballs. And this family, she says to this family, children can be scanned for free.
Ew.
And they go, that sounds good. And they take their little 5-year-old daughter over there to get her DNA mapped so they can make clones of her and send them to fucking Epstein Island or whatever. And
that being said, you should have done it. I've done it.
No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to hold out as long as I can. I'm still not doing real ID. I know it's useless. I know they have all my information.
Yeah.
But it's so creepy.
Well, you wouldn't have done it even if it was between making your flight.
I didn't do it, and I didn't make my flight. So there you go.
Yeah, but did you think it through?
Yes, I thought about it the entire time. I was like, she's just standing over there like with their fingers tented.
I did it when I was not even
just flitting in and out.
Not even running late for a flight. I was flying to LA, and I just because I could skip the 10-minute line, I was like, yeah, sure, let's do it.
You're getting Minority Reported.
Yeah, well.
You're going to have to get your eyeballs pulled out and then, wake up in a bathtub.
You have to wake up in a bathtub?
Ever seen Minority Report?
I forget it.
Is he in a bathtub? And then he eats the gross sandwich because he's blind? Anyway.
Okay, so you waited in this second security line.
Security line, and it's not moving. They got one person checking the IDs and stuff. And then I'm like, God damn, I'm sweating bullets. I'm like, there's no way I'm going to miss this flight. And so I get up to the front and I say to the guy, hey, listen, I've already gone through security. There's 3 people ahead of me. Is there any way I can just get patted down and just skip these 4 people, And he's like, that's why you're supposed to get here 2 hours before your flight.
Fuck you.
And I'm like, and then he's like, do you have anything in your pockets? And I was like, I'm not talking to you now.
Yeah.
Was he I wanted to tell him to go fuck himself, but then I knew I certainly wasn't getting on this flight.
Yeah.
And so I go through, I'm like, I have 2 minutes, 3 minutes. They're saying my name over the thing.
You can hear your name?
They're not saying my name. They're saying last.
So you
this
were
is it. They're
that close to the.
I could see it.
Dude, no, I have been in situations where they hold the flight for people because they know how close they are.
Yeah, I mean, I'm asking everybody. I'm like, please, and then a lady in line's like, go ahead, know, and then so I go through the scan thing. I'm wearing a t-shirt and jeans. I'm wearing clothes, the same clothes.
Yeah. Because
I didn't pack enough clothes, and they go oh, you have something in your waistband.
Oh my God.
And they're like, and take off your shoes, and I go, I was like, come on. And they take my shoes and they take them all the way to the back of the line and put them on the conveyor belt. And then they bring a guy out and he's like, do you want to do this here? Or do you want to go into a private room? I'm like, what? Whatever you got to do. Do whatever you got to do. I got to go. And he goes and he puts on gloves. And I swear to God, he just felt my dick for 3 to 4 minutes. He felt it from the front, the back. He made me put 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. He kept saying, now act like you're running. Now switch and act like you're running the other direction. Now turn around. And on and on and on. And just I'm like, you're only focusing on my dick and balls. That's it. You're not looking anywhere else. The problem was my belt, obviously. You know.
What if that was the same guy from the bathroom?
Wait,
In Newark?
He
Never
took
mind.
a flight.
Do you think that this was all because you sassed the guy? Like they thought
I
you
never
had like a
sassed
bad
anybody.
attitude? Okay.
I mean, at one like the one guy, I was like, I'm not talking to you now.
Yeah, that guy.
Could
Like,
be maybe.
like they were fucking with you because
the fondling guy seemed to come out of nowhere.
yeah,
So I don't
his
know.
little friend called him over and said, "Do the code blue or whatever."
I mean, if we want to talk about who is sassy,
Yeah.
it was the other guy.
Yeah, but
Not
they
me.
don't know that. They test people. They sass you, and then if you give anything back, they go, "All right, we're gonna finger your butthole, and you're
Honestly,
not gonna like it,
after
and not in the good way."
if I had like after I missed my flight, I should have come back and been like, and by the way, fuck you.
Yeah, that would have been good.
But then
That sucks.
it's so much more stuff happened. I don't know how interesting this is, but I'll tell you an interesting part.
Okay.
The first flight I missed because it was canceled.
Yes. So you were at the airport, and then you just had to go home, go to a hotel.
Yeah,
Okay.
the first time
Mm-hmm.
I got fucked another time later. On top of all this, but the flight gets canceled, and this woman who just screamed. When we were at Newark going to Wisconsin the first time, and you could just tell she was just the most Wisconsin person. Wisconsin, apparently, it's just cheese and beer. That's all they do there.
Yeah.
And so the flight gets canceled. We're all in line waiting to talk to the lady who works there, and this woman just. She looked like she was probably like 50, but she looked 150, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And the flight's been canceled for a little while, and everybody's like, oh, what are we going to do? And standing in line. And, sorry, no, this is from Wisconsin to New York. That's when did I say the opposite? Doesn't matter. We're in Wisconsin.
Yeah. Okay.
She finally realizes what's happening, and she like stands up real fast and just cuts everybody, but farts the entire time.
Like,
Just,
audibly?
Not just audibly, like a cartoon, like all the way.
Propelled her to the front desk?
because she she doesn't stand up quickly very often, and she just the flight is canceled, and just like fucking farts.
All the way.
And then the thing where like. It's like as she's moving.
My God. Did anybody else notice it? Did you make eye contact with anybody? And go, hey, you catch that?
Everybody was so frustrated that it was like,
like I can't even laugh at this.
I'm not even.
Yeah.
I know I was like so irritated that I wasn't even.
Yeah.
Didn't even register as a funny thing that happened.
Man. So your flight gets canceled. You stay in a hotel for extra money. You wake up at 3 a.m. You miss your flight because you're getting a fucking hand job from TSA. And then
they say the lady. Well, I got to the gate and I go, motherfucker, and I threw my bag and I just started beating the shit out of the stanchion that was
That's
there.
no good.
It wasn't good.
No
It wasn't
Ian.
good. Wasn't my finest moment. But then the lady comes out of the, what are they called? The bridge thing that goes to the plane.
Yeah.
And I go, there's no way. She goes, no. And I'm like, I'm like furious. She's like, don't worry. I'll fix it for you. There's another one at 6:30 right here. I'm like, oh, good. I get to ride the plane with all these people I just flipped out in front of. But I'm like, okay, that's not bad. That's okay. And she goes, because this new flight, which was supposed to be originally just to Newark, is now going to Chicago, the one I missed because I was getting fondled.
Mm-hmm.
So she was like, I'm going to get you all that stuff again, right?
Okay.
And you'll get home 3 hours later or something like that. So I'm like, all right, everything's fine. And then so she gives me my ticket to Chicago, and then she gives me my ticket from Chicago to Newark. And she goes, when you get to Chicago, go up to the gate and get your seat assignment. You just don't have a
Okay.
seat assignment. And I'm like, okay. So I go to Chicago. I'm, not in the best mood, but Chicago's a huge airport. They have a dinosaur.
Yeah. They got a dinosaur in Pittsburgh, too.
This
So-
was... This makes that dinosaur look like shit.
You haven't seen it.
This is like the world's biggest dinosaur.
You don't know. You haven't even seen the
What do you
Pittsburgh
guys
dinosaur.
got? A raptor?
No, it's a T-Rex. T-Rex bones.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I'm walking around. I go to the counter and I'm like, I need a seat assignment. And they're like, huh. And they're like, okay, we'll get you that in a little bit. And I'm like, okay. And then I go
Why are you talking like that?
and sit down, and then the flight gets delayed, of course.
Yep.
And then I'm like, and they're like calling everybody, and I'm like, what's going on? And they go, you're on the standby list, so you might get on, you might not. I was like, huh? What do you mean? And they're like, yeah, you're on the standby list. So, but there's probably, there's 3 people haven't checked in, and I'm just like, oh my fucking God. So I'm sitting there sweating, eating candy probably. And everybody shows up and they go, I don't know why. And I'm like, what happened? And they're like, I don't know why they put you on the standby list. We had room on this flight, but now it's full and you
Wait,
can't
what?
get on.
What does that mean, though? Like, that people just bought tickets in between you
No.
coming from...
When she got me my ticket for whatever reason, she put me on standby instead of getting me a ticket.
Yes.
She said, you're all set.
What I'm saying, though, is in the interim from you getting that standby ticket and getting your ass to Chicago, people bought
No.
seats
Well, yeah, I get.
in like the hour or two.
No, because she just put me on standby.
Yeah, no, I know, I understand that, but you just said that the woman at the front desk said, I don't know why she did that
she
because
said-
there were seats.
No, there were
now there are not?
when you got the ticket. When I got the ticket, there were seats.
That's what I keep saying. When you got the ticket, there were available seats, and so people bought plane tickets like an hour before it took off.
Well, this is hours and hours.
Yeah.
Because it was
Yeah,
like
you're right. Okay.
the wee hours of the morning when this happened.
Okay, yeah.
So, God, I hope this is interesting. Do you think this is interesting to
Don't
anybody?
even question it.
Okay.
There's no turning back now. It doesn't matter. I, at the very least, think people will find this either A, helpful, or B, relatable, C, maybe a combo of the two.
Okay. All right. Well, at this point,
It's one of the worst things that has happened to you in recent history. So
except for the last time we flew, when the exact same thing
well,
happened.
this is what I want to say. I've been waiting for you to finish, like not to rush you or anything, but I do want to mention. Doesn't it seem like this is becoming constant? Like anytime we fly, who are we blaming for this? Is it Pete Buttigieg? Is it Elon? What is going on?
I don't know.
I myself waited 6 hours to fly out of Pittsburgh on Thursday. It was storming, so it was just kind of standard. And it did end up taking off, which is absolutely crazy. But every time we slept on the fucking floor of the Atlanta airport. Nobody helps you. They have robots set up. Oh, my flight that was delayed 6 hours, they put me on hold for 3 hours. And then as soon as I kept checking in and they were like, you're still on hold, you're in the queue, somebody will get to you. As soon as the plane arrives, it goes like, hi, I'm Sonia. How can I help you? I was like, you little fuckers. You knew. You knew what you were doing. And now I don't need you anymore.
Do you know Trump just passed a thing to, like, Biden made this rule where they have to reimburse you if your flight gets canceled, and Trump overturned that?
That's good. That's good.
So anyway, I'm like, the lady's like, all right, we're going to get you on the next flight to Newark. And I'm like, okay. And they're like, you're good this time. I go, okay. And they give me the ticket, and I walk away, and I look down at the ticket, and where it says my seat assignment, There's 3 asterisks. And I turn around and I march back and the lady's gone.
Oh.
And I'm like, oh my God. And then so I go just find another random lady. And I'm like, do I have a seat on? I was like, because I've been at the airport for most of my life. I don't remember what the outside world looks like. It's all, I've been eating at Hudson News, looking at dinosaur bones. I don't know what the sun looks like, you know? I don't remember the faces of my family and friends. I have a long wizard's beard.
Yes.
I go, I have a seat, right? And she goes, yeah. They all talk to you like this. Yeah, you're good.
You're
no,
fucking lying to me, lady.
You just have to get, and she's like walking away. You just have to get your seat assignment at the gate. You're good. You're definitely good. And I'll go like, oh my God, what's gonna happen?
They're all full of shit.
What's gonna fucking happen? And I go to the next flight, and I go, but do I have a seat? And they're like, you're on standby.
No!
And I go, what does that fucking mean? But this time, I got on. You know, I got off the standby list, and I got on the flight.
Yeah.
And it was just, it gets to a point where you go like, I'm looking up rental cars.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, fuck, I'll buy a car. I've already spent. I was going.
Money doesn't mean anything at that point.
I went to the film festival and watched 3 hours of movies and went to my hotel. That's the like, and then the next day that a few drinks at the second hotel. That's how much time I spent in Wisconsin. The rest of the time was in airports. Like I said, I called out of work. This is the second time I've done this. Said to my boss, I'm stuck at the airport.
Mm-hmm.
They canceled my flight. I can tell he doesn't believe me anymore.
I don't think that's true, but go on. I've gotten to a point now where if I am flying back on a day before I have to call out of work, on a day before I have to be at work, it's always a gamble. If anything goes awry, which it likely does, that I will have to do some sort of schedule swapping, boss groveling, some sort of jujitsu trying to figure out how to not miss work. Or
you want to go to somebody at the airport and be like, listen, I have to get to work to give you all my money. I can't keep giving you my money if I don't get to work. And they're like, they get you a fucking chopper. They get you a Taylor Swift jet to just hop right over.
I wonder if that lady saw you punch the stanchion and was like, I'm gonna get him the fuck out of here, and then he'll be somebody else's problem.
She was in the plane and she came out, and all my shit was all over the ground. But yeah, she didn't witness any of that.
But
shit.
Either way, okay. So
I'm exaggerating. I know how to freak out very quietly. I went over the stanchion and I go, motherfucker, like that, just like go. Look at my knuckles.
Oh my God! Wait. What is the stanchion? Is it the things that where they create like a rope for the line?
Yeah,
that black bar.
The metal pole part.
Okay, yeah.
I just quietly I've learned how to have a quiet, autistic fucking freak out. Mm-hmm. I did throw my shit on the ground, but I don't think it was that performative. I just want to rage out. I don't need people to like witness it.
Yeah, well, but that's a hard line to.
I've got it down to a science. You just get your fist real close to something, and you do like Kill Bill punches till your hand hurts, and you go, I hate that. I feel better. I hate that works.
Yeah. I don't know if I have that in me.
Yeah.
I don't have like a rage room thing.
That's good.
I don't know. Maybe. Sometimes. It's very rare though. I was having a nice relaxing weekend in Amish country.
That's nice.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, I had something. Sorry, I had
it's funny how you were fucked figuratively.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
And literally. You were molested physically and then molested mentally and emotionally. What's a good airline? Is that an oxymoron?
It's not just the airline, it's the airport. It's the whole, it's the whole thing.
I flew JetBlue on the way back, and I kind of like JetBlue. I'm sure somebody has a horror story with JetBlue but they seem to, they have like a little extra touches.
Yeah, well, JetBlue used to be really nice.
Yeah.
All kinds of snacks and movies and stuff. I got a blinking screen that just said error on it the entire time I was on the flight.
On top of everything.
But by then, I
was
was like,
everyone
that's
else?
fine.
They all had functioning screens except you.
Like one lady seemed to have a functioning screen. I look over and one lady's watching movies and the rest of them are just like blinking blue, like 404 or whatever.
Man. So something else horrible happened to you?
There was one other thing I wanted to say, but I completely forgot what it was.
Checked into the hotel wasn't available for you when you checked in Milwaukee.
Yeah, that wasn't it though. But okay, one other thing that did happen to me is I was finally on the New Jersey Transit from Newark.
Oh God!
And this guy is sitting in front of me, and he goes, he's on the phone. And he goes, "What about your sister? Your sister? What about your sister? your sister? What about your sister?" This goes on for a long time, and then he hangs up, and then he calls back, and he goes, "What you need to do is pray, and then God will send you somebody to help you. What about your sister? Pray, and then God will send you somebody. Do you have anybody? We'll pray to God, and he'll send you somebody." And then there's nothing for a while, and then he calls back, and he goes, "I got somebody. Padre Pio." Padre Pio.
That sounds like a theater exercise.
Pio. P-O, like Pio. Padre Pio. He's Italian. Padre Pio.
Padre Pio's a big deal for
Pray
Italians.
to Padre Pio. Pray to Padre Pio. Your sister. Pio. Padre Pio. He said pray to Padre Pio from the Secaucus stop all the way to Penn Station, just over and over again. At a certain point, I just started just hysterically laughing, like quietly, because I was like, I'm still wearing like the same underwear for 3 days and a $40 shirt I bought at the airport, and I was like, I'm going crazy.
So
I'm going
funny.
crazy.
Pray to Padre Pio.
Yeah, and God will, because he was a saint, I think.
Yeah.
And
well, I don't know if
the
he was
saint of helping you find somebody to help you with whatever situation is going on with your sister. That's what he is. The patron saint.
Patron saint. Yeah. Padre Pio. Yeah, he's like a more modern saint. If he was canonized, he was alive, I think, and it doesn't matter.
One other thing, I was thinking about the airport, and do you remember, there's this woman on Instagram who's like one of the most hateful people in the world, and her whole thing is like she's trying to get Zoran like deported or something, and she was like a Bravo, she was like a influencer, then she was on like Real Housewives but got kicked off or something. And then
because her husband said the N-word?
Yes.
Yeah.
But she kind of buries the lead on that. She says that their whole family was disrespected or something.
Uh-huh.
And her husband is like a plastic surgeon, and they're like Upper East Side quadrillionaires, you know? And they make like influencer content with their kids and then talk about the countries we need to bomb and the people that need to be ethnically cleansed and so on and so forth. But she made... Remember I was showing you this? She made a video of what it's like to be... She doesn't present it this way. She presents to be a rich person. She presents it like, this is just something you should do if you're going to fly, you know?
Yeah.
And then she explains that there's this service that will pick you up in like a limo or a black car, a nice car, and drive you to a special part of the airport where you walk in and it's like cucumber water, a full bar, buffet, and they take somebody like a concierge comes over and takes all your bags.
Yeah, they check it for you and everything.
They take care of everything for you. You don't have to get scanned or anything. And you sit.
You get a massage.
And she's just like, you should do this.
Serenaded by a musician at one point.
Yeah. A musician comes over and just sits next to her and sings her love songs.
And then the thing that bothered me the most was they're like, you could get anything you want to drink, and she's like, I don't drink, but if you do, and I was like, fucking wasted
You
on these
look like
rich
you do.
people. It's just such a, of course you don't. Way to just waste.
And she's got the whole like bleached teeth and like buccal fat removed and the skin pulled back on her face.
Scary looking lady.
And it's just the most hateful thing I've ever seen in my life. Just like the way it's presented, like you should do this. It's a little bit better than flying.
Self-care. You should treat yourself.
Yeah.
You should do it. It's only $100,000.
Yeah.
But it's a yearly subscription.
And those kids had cerebral palsy, so they deserve to get blowed up.
She says blowed up like Tommy Pickles.
That's what I say, yeah.
So you were thinking about that after your experience?
Yeah. Oh, why didn't I just do that?
Oh, you should have done that.
I honestly paid whatever that costs
Yeah.
in, like, milk duds from the Hudson News or whatever. A wet, like, sandwich on a croissant.
Yeah.
Why is my sandwich so wet? It was so wet.
Oh, man. I had some of the worst airport food this time around ever.
It makes me feel like taking too much Adderall or something. Like
having bad food?
Maybe just the whole airport experience, like the lights and the shit food and the anxiety of it. You start to go like, something is happening to me, like at a biological level.
It
My
is.
cells are changing.
It is psychologically. I mean, they should study people. That's why there are so many airport meltdowns, because on top of everything, there's extreme anxiety around flying. It's an affront to God. It's strange.
Spitting in God's face.
All of us feel it in our bones when you get in a plane and it takes off. I'm really not. I've been flying so much recently that I'm not really an anxious flyer anymore if I distract myself during takeoff. But every once in a while, if like you're right when you get off the ground, that's when I'm like, this is it. This is like when something weird could happen and we're just going to tumble into the Hudson or something.
It's especially...
you feel like you're not going to get the traction you need to keep climbing in the air. And I'm like, I always got to be like, I hate looking out the window. I hate the people who open the window and peer out at it. I'm like, no, can we just pretend that we're not doing it? And then after a while, I'll read a book and I'm fine. But
what fucks me up is all the near misses. So it's like, that's when all the crashes happen, because they, for some reason, shoot planes off like they play chicken with each other or something.
Yeah, and now fucking ground control or what, air traffic control is run by big balls or whatever, and you're like, I'm gonna die. There's like 13-year-old Doge interns running the show.
Well, especially in Newark, where Newark's like the worst one, where they decided to like measure everybody's skulls and find out who has the most pure Aryan blood to like hold those those wands. Because of
they did that at Newark? Like as an anti-DEI initiative or
well,
something?
I don't remember the problem with Newark. It was remember when it was like, Newark for like a half hour they lost contact with all the planes in the air.
I couldn't
and they're working
remember.
everybody to death because not everybody has blue eyes.
We're all just so fucked. Do you really mean that you're never gonna fly again? Because I can't. When you said that, I was like, oh.
Well, my rule recently has been no connecting flights, and then they just spit in your eye and tell you too bad.
On standby.
So that was my rule. Now I'm thinking like, if we can do it, if it's like relatively close, I'd rather rent a car. Because also the other problem is, I know I'm an idiot, and I know I already knew this, but once you get to a city, especially if you're staying in like an airport hotel, and you need anything and you don't have a car. Yeah. And by the way, hotels are not interested in helping you with anything. Like, I didn't have a phone charger, and they're like, and it was a hotel, like 5 hotels sharing like a shitty little, off the highway area. Mm-hmm. So I walked to all of them to see if I could buy or get. It's like nobody even lost a phone charger that you can lend me. I even went to the bars. Like, do you have because once my phone dies, I'm fucked.
Nobody had that?
They're just not interested in helping you at all.
What the hell?
No.
Yeah, if you're stuck in a small town at a hotel off the airport, like, You need a car. You
Well,
can't
it's
be
Milwaukee. I mean,
Ubering around. I mean, you could, but that's no good.
yeah. I mean, I was staying in the hotel next to where the film festival was, so that was fine. But then, shit hits the fan, and they don't have a shuttle in the middle of the night.
Well, this is where Europe is simply superior.
Oh, shut the
just
fuck up.
just robust public transportation. You can get anywhere you need to go. Eventually.
Yeah, I think in Wisconsin you just fill your kiddie pool full of nacho cheese and
Isn't it the drunkest city in the country?
I think I don't know if it's the city, definitely the
I thought
state.
Oh, yeah, sorry, the drunkest state, which I don't know what that means, if it's like bars per capita or just DUIs or what where these statistics.
I ask
all
people
of
how
it.
much you drink or whatever.
That's amazing because that is there's stiff competition.
Yeah.
And Wisconsin pulls it out above everybody.
Yeah.
I would think Minnesota seems slightly bigger and even more boring. Sorry if you're
But
from Minnesota.
Wisconsin has all Miller and they have actual big.
Oh, they have alcohol pride.
I think so. I don't know, man. You just don't really hear from those people, do you?
No, I have cousins from Wisconsin.
That's too bad. We're never visiting them.
No, I don't. I think they all moved anyway.
There's a film festival I'm entered into in Erie, Indiana. If we get into that one, I don't think
Erie?
so. Yeah, I don't think so. Even though that was a great show when we were kids, or when I was a kid.
Erie,
Indiana. It was like X-Files for kids.
I don't know it.
I think that's what it was called. Yeah. Erie. It was this kid living in Indiana, and it was strange happenings in his neighborhood.
That sounds really good, actually. I've
Yeah.
never heard of it, but
Now you have.
well,
All right.
okay.
Anything else you want to talk about?
I actually did have stuff, but we can save it for next time. It's evergreen.
Okay.
I mean, we didn't talk about me at all. I had a nice trip, but someday we'll get.
I mean, I kept saying I didn't think this was interesting. I wanted to hear about your
What?
Bluegrass experience
Well, now you never will.
and your pies and hanging out with the Amish,
It's really nice.
churning butter.
I bought a beef tallow moisturizer from a butcher.
What are you, fucking RFK?
Yeah.
What is that?
It's like,
God, you were gone and I was looking at your serums in there. I was like, what the
don't
fuck?
look at my serums.
Snail
My-
goo? Fucking snail piss or whatever? What is that?
Ladies will put beef tallow and snail mucus on our faces if you tell us it'll make us young forever. We'll do, and the things that women will do, you don't even know.
I live with one.
Half of it. It's crazy. I spread diaper cream on my face at
Oh,
night,
God.
and it's working.
And I
as
always
you can
wake
tell.
up with my eyes swollen shut, covered in hives for some reason. Can't get to the bottom of it.
Is it the snail mucus
It must be the air
or
conditioner.
the beef fat in my bed?
I put poison oak all over my hair.
It's
And you
so
keep waking up
funny.
wheezing.
It's so funny the money that you spend and the goofy products that you smear on your face and all the lengths. And then if someone were to be like, well, does it work? You're like, I mean,
No.
that's, what does that even mean? Work, we do it. And then you feel a comfort that you're running farther away from the Grim Reaper, I guess.
Somebody just milking snails.
You're gonna
just jacking off snails into little bottles.
They do. Okay, so it's kind of unethical, I think, because you have to stress out a snail for it to secrete the mucus. So there really is somebody in a lab bothering snails. Just so we can spread it on our
You don't
faces.
call your mom enough.
You're never going to finish your screenplay.
Everybody thinks your haircut looks stupid.
So yeah, it is a little bit of and it's an ethical dilemma. I don't like it when snails are stressed. I How do I sleep
What
at
is
night?
beef tallow?
I think it's fat, like pure beef fat that they've like clarified or somehow cleaned and turned good. I mean, that's basically what soap is in general, right? Like originally,
Yeah, like
it was
fat,
lard.
like Fight Club.
Yes.
Is that what you're thinking of?
It's Fight Club with cows. I don't know. I think it's fat, but it's not for cleansing. It's for like moisture. I actually think it works really well. My skin feels very soft. He's looking at me like, no, wrong.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe.
You won't get in trouble. It's okay. It's fine. My skin feels softer. That's all.
She's got huge divots all over her head.
No.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's the end of the show.
Okay, I think it is.
Okay, bye.
Safe travels, everyone.